Enter your wheeled new office in Farmers Simulator. With the Kubota pack for Farmers Simulator 22, you extend the agricultural fleet of your farm with 11 new vehicles and tools by the multinational corporation that originated in Osaka in Japan over 130 years ago. Hey guys, my name is The Gaming Hedgehog, and today we'll be taking a look at the new Kubota DLC for all platforms for Farmers Simulator 22. Included in the DLC is the M5, the M6 and the M7 series, as well as a wheel loader and a skid steer loader and other heavy machinery by Kubota to handle your day-to-day farming tasks with modern, versatile and powerful tools. With two capable UTVs to roam and discover your lands or quickly deliver produce goods, you expand your garage with even more enjoyable vessels painted in the colours of the industry-leading company. Also included in the DLC, the Kubota M8, the largest tractor of the brand to date, with a spacious cabin interior and all-around view to oversee your fields from the best seat in your farming office. So follow me, the Gaming Hedgehog, as we take a look at the brand new Kubota DLC for Farmers Simulator 22. In case you have forgotten, my name is the Gaming Hedgehog, and if you cast your minds back a few months ago, we took a look at the Antonio Carrero DLC here at Haute Belleron for the French Ministry of Agriculture and Food. After that video was released, they were so impressed that they asked me to stay and help them develop their new test facility. That's why things may look a little different as we go through. So today, they have tasked us to take a look at the Kubota DLC, which was released on the 28th of the 6th, 2022 by Giant Software. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Starting with the M5 series, with a starting price of 64,000 of your in-game currency, this small tractor is 16 slots on console, with that number dropping to 1 once you buy your first. With a horsepower range from 92 to 106 and a top speed of 21 miles per hour or 35 kilometers per hour, this tractor for me, personally, is my go-to tractor for any vine work or any yard work that I've got going on my farm. So let's take a look at the customization of the M5 series. So you will find the M5 series under small tractors, and like I said, it has a horsepower range of between 92 and 106, has a manual transmission, and has 76 litres of fuel that can be stored in the tank, has a top speed of 21 miles per hour, weighs 2.5 tonne. And you can see I've got -1 slot there because I've already got one out. So let's take a look. So the M5 series, you get your wheel brands of Trelleborg, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg with no wheel setups for each of them. We've got front weight no, 90 kilos, 180, 270, 360, 450, and back to no. Engine setup, we've got the M5091, got the M5111, and then back to the M5091. License plate yes or no. There we go, so we're back in the tractor now. So if we start it up, I love that animation on the gear stick. It looked really cool. Let's see what we've got. So we can honk. Sounds good. Let's come out a second. We've got left indicator, right indicator. There is no beacons on the top of this tractor. Let's just take it for a quick drive. In cab. Now the reason that this is one of my favourite tractors for vine work is because it's not articulated at the front, and I find it easier to drive. So this is definitely the one for me for doing vine work, yard work, just anything small. This is perfect. I'm just going to park it back up there. and we'll stop the engine. Light options off. Light option 1, 2, and then all the lights. And that is the Kubota M5 series. Moving on, just in front of me, we have the M6 series and the LA2255 front loader. With a starting price of 80,000 of your in-game currency and 21 slots on console for the M6, and 9,000 of your in-game currency and 3 slots for the LA2255. This is the smallest front loader setup in the DLC. The M6 series has a range of 104 to 141 horsepower and a top speed of 24 miles per hour, around about 40 kilometers per hour, while the LA2255 needs a minimum of 100 horsepower to operate. Let's jump back into the customization and take a look at both of these implements, starting with the M6. So under small tractors, you will find the M6 series. So the starting price is 80,000 of your in-game currency. It has 104 to 141 horsepower range, has a 190 litre tank, has a top speed of 24 miles per hour, weighs 4.4 tonne, and as you can see, I've got -1 slots because I've already got one. So let's take a look at the M6. So you get wheel brand Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein, Nokian, back to Trelleborg. Under Trelleborg, we've got standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, narrow tyres, rear twin wheels, back to standard. Under Michelin, we've got standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, narrow tyres, rear twin wheels, and twin wheels, back to standard. Under Continental, standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, narrow tyres, rear twin wheels, back to standard. Mitas, we've got standard, wheel weights, wide tyres with weights, rear twin wheels, back to standard. Vredestein, we've got standard, wheel weights, wide tyres with weights, narrow tyres, rear twin wheels, back to standard. And under Nokian, we've just got the tyres. There is no wheel setup on them ones. Then we're back to Trelleborg again. For the front weight, let's get a good view there. We've got the 3-point link, or a 90 kilo weight, 180, 270, 360, 450, and back to 3-point. Front loader attacher, Kubota, or can we get a better view of that one there? Yeah, there we go. That's it there. That is the Kubota front loader attacher. And under engine setup, we've got the M6 101, the M6 111, the M6 131, and the M6 141. And then back to the M6 101. License plate, yes or no. Under front loaders, we've got the LA2255, 9,000 of your in-game currency, and requires 100 horsepower to operate and weighs 1.1 tonne. Also is -1 slot because I've already got one. And you get what you get. The Kubota LA2255. Let's take a look at it on the tractor. So here we are in the cab of the Kubota M6. Let's start it up. Again with that animation on that, is it the gear stick? It just adds something extra. So we've got, let's have a look. So let's come out of the cab a second. Left indicator. Right indicator. Again, there is no beacons on the top, which is quite odd, but not all tractors have them. Where am I going with this camera? Drive forward. In fact, let's go back in cab to do this. I'm going to attach the Kubota LA2255. Look at that. Horn. Sounds awesome. Front loader controls, left back and right stick up and down raises the front loader, and left back, zoom out a little bit there, left back and right stick left and right tilts the front of the front loader. That was confusing to say. Let's go for a drive. All these tractors sound amazing. There's been a lot of work put into these, it really has. Let's go out cab again. What we'll do is we'll pull over and we'll repark. It's not often that I go in cab. And there's no other extra controls on the tractor for right back, and left back and right back together. It's only got the extra controls for the front loader itself. And that is the Kubota M6 and the Kubota LA2255. And now we have progressed to medium tractors. This is the Kubota M7 series with a starting price of 118,500 of your in-game currency. It has 19 slots on console. The M7 has a horsepower range of 128 to 168 horsepower and a top speed of 31 miles per hour or 50 kilometers per hour. So let's jump into the shop and check it out. You will find the M7 series under medium tractors. There it is there. M7 series, 118,500 starting price of your in-game currency. Has a range of 128 to 168 horsepower. Has a 330 litre tank. Has a top speed of 31 miles per hour and weighs 7 tons. And as again, I've got -1 slots because I've already got one out. So let's have a look. So wheel brands, we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Vredestein and Nokian. On the Trelleborg, we've got standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, narrow tyres, rear narrow twin wheels, rear twin wheels, back to standard. Michelin, standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, narrow tyres, rear narrow twin wheels, rear twin wheels, back to standard. Continental, standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, narrow tyres, rear narrow twin wheels, rear twin wheels, back to standard. Vredestein, you've got standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, narrow tyres, rear narrow twin wheels, rear twin wheels and twin wheels, back to standard. Nokian, you have the communal tyre, which is the only one there. And then we're back to Trelleborg. Warning signs, yes or no. Quite a nice addition on this one. And then we've got on the front wheel, we've got the 3-point link, or no, or we can have a 90 kilo weight, 180, 270, 360, 450, 540, and back to 3-point. Front loader attacher, no, and again Kubota, and you get the, I think that's called the front safety frame. So that looks quite good as well. Engine setup, you've got the M7132, the M7152, the M7172, and then back to the M7132. License plate, yes or no. So we're back in cab of the M7 by Kubota. It looks awesome. The detail, in fact, on all these tractors it's just superb. So let's start it up. Hang on, let's watch for it. This one hasn't got the gear stick movement, but it's still an amazing tractor anyway. So this is in cab. We'll honk. Sounds good to me. Let's jump out of cab a second. This one has got the beacons. Nice little pattern there. We've got lights. 1, 2, which puts them on around the back there. And then 3. Let's jump back in cab. Nothing under left back, nothing under right back. Let's just go for a drive. It's huge. You can feel that you're driving a bigger tractor compared to the M5 and the M6. Out of cab. There you have it. That is the Kubota M7. We'll park it up and we'll move on. And moving on to the last of the tractors included in the DLC, we have the M8 series. With a base price of 162,000 of your in-game currency, 19 slots on console, the M8 has a horsepower range of 180 to 200 horsepower. And a top speed of 31 miles per hour or 50 kilometers per hour. It has been perfectly paired with the Kubota M77 front loader at 10,000 of your in-game currency and 4 slots on console. This makes it the most expensive front loader setup that comes with the DLC. So let's now see them both in the store. And Xbox. You will find the M8 tractor under medium tractors. There it is there at the very end. Like I said, it's got 180 to 200 horsepower, has a tank of 375 litres, has a top speed of 31 miles per hour, and it also weighs 8.1 tonne, and it shows as -1 slot because I've already got one out. Let's take a look. So under wheel brand, we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Verstein, Nokian. Back to Trelleborg. Under Trelleborg, we have standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, wide tyres again, that's the second lot, wide tyres and weights, that's the second lot again, rear twin wheels, rear twin wheels 2, twin wheels 2, narrow tyres, back to standard. Under Michelin, we have standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, rear twin wheels, rear twin wheels 2, narrow tyres, back to standard. Under Continental, we've got standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, rear twin wheels, and rear twin wheels 2. Twin wheels 2, back to standard. Under Mitas, we have standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, rear twin wheels, rear twin wheels 2, back to standard. Vredestein, we've got standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, rear twin wheels, rear twin wheels 2, and standard. Under Nokian, we have communal and wide tyres, back to communal. And that takes us back to treadable. What I do like about this wheel setup is when you have, let's just quickly find it, the twin wheels at the back, the side markers come down on the tractor. We need to check to see if we have them as a standard setup, which I can't remember what I've got on my tractor, if you can control that, because I think that's a really good feature of tractors and mods when you have more options. So under front weight, we have the 3-point link, then no, or a 40 kilo weight, an 80 kilo weight, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280, 320, 360, 400, and then back to 3-point. Under front loader attacher, no, or Kubota again, this time it is in the dark grey colour, not the orange. Then under engine setup, we've got the M8 181, the M8 201, and that's it. Just the 2 engine setups there. License plate, yes or no. And under tools and front loaders, you will find the M77. It does require 180 horsepower and weighs 794 kilos. And just like the LA2255, there is no customization with this. You get what you get. So you join me here in the M8 series for Kubota. Again, the detail is superb. Let's get started up. So we have got left indicator, right indicator, beacon, lights 1, the back lights, and then all lights there. Just get them turned off. Now, when we looked in the store, I wanted to know if the little side markers came down, and unfortunately it's looking like they don't. So that's still not a problem, but it's just like little minor things that I think would be like just add that touch, that piece de resistance, is that it? And we'll connect to the Kubota M77 there. Left back up and down on the right stick raises and lowers the front loader, and left back and right stick left and right tilts the tool. Let's go for a quick drive. Nice and stable. Horn. Now, I know that they said that this is the largest tractor in the city for Kubota, but I went for narrow tyres because I like to be different. And we'll park it up. And that is the Kubota M8. And now that we've done the tractors, there's only a few more vehicles left, starting with the R640 front loader. With a starting price of 75,000 of your in-game currency and 12 slots on console, this front loader sits in the middle in regards to price in the DLC, but makes the R640 the most expensive base game self-propelled front loader. At 61 horsepower and a top speed of 11 miles per hour, personally, I could pay less and get more for my money by using the class Torian. Let's have a look in store and I'll show you what I mean. So you will find the R640 under Vehicles and Front Loaders. There it is at the end there. The R640 is 75,500 of your in-game currency, top speed of 61 horsepower, has a 70-litre tank and has a top speed of 11 miles per hour and weighs 5.2 tons. Now this is what I was saying about it being the most expensive but getting less. So the class Torian has a top speed of 68, has a top horsepower of 68, has a top speed of 12 miles per hour, has a 50-litre tank, and it weighs 5.7 ton. So compared to the R640, the tank's smaller and it's heavier, but you get more horsepower and have a higher top speed with the class Torian. And you also save 11,000 of your in-game currency. So tell you what to do, guys. Drop me a comment down below and you tell me which one you would rather have. So let's take a look at the Kubota R640. The detail again is, in fact, everything that we've looked at so far, the detail is amazing. So under wheel brand, we've got Trelleborg and Vredestein. Under Trelleborg, we have standard and front twin wheels, which is what I went for, and then back to standard. And under Vredestein, you just have the standard. License plate, yes or no. So here we are back in the cab of the R640. Let's start it up and see if we get any little animations, because you know how much I appreciate them. So let's start the engine. Oh. Did that bounce? Hang on. Let me try that again. That's really cool. You see the little bouncy thing? That's nice, that. So horn. We've got left indicator, right indicator. We've got left indicator on the front, right indicator on the front. We don't have a beacon. And we've got lights, 1, 2, and full beam there as well. In cab, we've got left back and right stick, up and down, lifts and lowers the tool itself. I've just noticed the control stick moving there. That's so cool. Compared to previous games, that wouldn't have been a thing. Left back and right stick, left and right, controls the angle of the front loader tool. Let's jump in cab and we'll take it for a quick drive. Top speed of 11 miles per hour. I still find it hard to steer articulated front axles. And I think it's due to this self-righting of the steering wheel. But you would need that on console. getting cloudy. That's definitely why I prefer the M5. So we'll park it up. And then we'll take a look at the final four. And this is why I struggle with articulated front axles. There we go. That is the Kubota R640. Here we have the two skid steers that you get with the DLC. The SSV75 and the SVL97-2. The SSV75 has a base price of 56,000 of your in-game currency, and the SVL97-2 a price of 77,000. Both are 10 slots on console, with that going down to 1 once you buy the first. The SSV75 has the highest top speed of the two, with 11 miles per hour, compared with the SVL97-2 with only 7. Maybe tracks are slower, I don't know, as the SVL97-2 has a higher horsepower at 96 compared with 74. There's definitely some pros and cons for each one. So let's take a look at them both in the store, starting with the SSV75. You will find them under vehicles and under skid steer loaders. And the SSV75 is 56,500 base price, has a horsepower of 74, has 102 litres in the tank, and has a top speed of 11 miles per hour and weighs 3.9 tonnes. And as you can see there, I've got -1 slot because I've already got one out. And the only customization that you get is the additional weights, which are at the back of the vehicle. So you've got standard, 45, 90, 135, back to standard. And the SVL 97-2, 77,000 base price, has a horsepower of 96, has 111 litres in the tank, has a top speed of 7 miles per hour, and weighs 5.3 tonnes, and it's also showing there as -1 slot. That's because, again, I've already got one out, and you get what you get. So let's jump in to the SSV75, and we'll take it for a quick test. Anything moved? We'll just try again, just to make sure. It sure did. Did you see that? The simple things. Let's start the engine, and we'll give it a honk. Awesome. Now, I don't think that there's any indicators on these, but we'll be able to check. So left indicator, nothing. Right indicator, nothing. And there doesn't look to be a beacon. So we'll do the lights. First set. Second set. And the third. And we'll jump back in cab. It's not bad. That's the best thing about these, is they can turn on a dime. Park it up. Look how easy it is. Turn lights off. Stop the engine, and we'll jump out. And the SVL 97-2, this is the tracked one, so we'll have a look. Did you see it? Did you see it? Detail again, look, even down like the stickers. Start the engine. Any indicators? Nope. No beacon. So we'll do the lights. 1, 2. Is that it? Just 2? 1, 2, 3. Wow, maybe not. So just 2 lights there, front and back. There is a little camera there, but it's staying stationary. That would be really cool if that moved at the same like what you actually seen behind you. That would be really impressive. But I bet that's really hard to like code. So top speed of 7 miles per hour. Tracks look awesome. Hey, look, it's me! Horn. And horn again. I really like these. Left, back and right stick up and down. Lifts and lowers the arm there. And left, back and right stick left and right. Tilts the tool. And that is the Kubota SSV 75 and the Kubota SVL 97-2. And lastly, the final 2 vehicles in the DLC. You may have to bear with me while I try and say these. So we've got the RTV-XG850 SIDEKICK and the RTV-X1140W-H. Base price for the SIDEKICK is 11,500 of your in-game currency and is 12 slots. And the 40W-H is 15,000 of your in-game currency and it's 13 slots, with both of them dropping to 1 once you buy the first one. Now the top speeds are completely different. The SIDEKICK has a top speed of 40 miles per hour, 65 kilometers per hour, and the 40-H only has a top speed of 24 miles per hour or 40 kilometers per hour, as you wouldn't want your passengers falling out now, would you? That's right, another feature of this DLC is that you can carry passengers, but there is a disclaimer, and that it's to be able to carry passengers, you need to have the DLC. Now, my opinion is that is the take my money now part of the DLC, as such modders like 82 Studio are using this function for their mods, but unfortunately I don't know what's going to happen with mods if you don't have the DLC, and that if a particular mod has that feature, I don't know what's going to happen. So let's take a look at both of these in the store. So in the store, under vehicles and cars, at the very end again, we've got the RTV-XG850 SIDEKICK, 11,500 base price, has a horsepower of 48, has a 33 litre tank, has a top speed of 40 miles per hour. This one can hold 430 litres of the below product and weighs 929 kilos. Let's have a look. These are awesome. Again, so attachers, we've got standard, 3-point, back to standard, and design, we've got design 1, design 2 puts that front bumper on, and back to design 1. License plate, yes or no. And we've also got the RTV-X1140W-H, 15,500 base price, has a horsepower of 25, has a 30 litre tank, has a top speed of 24 miles per hour, and can hold between 280 to 1,000 litres, depending on what option you go for, and weighs 1.2 ton. So that's the capacity of 280, and that's the capacity of 1,000, which looked quite cool because it folds up the back seats. I quite like that. That's really cool. Then we've got Design 1, Design 2, Design 3. Let's have a look at the difference of them. What's changing? Oh, you get a winch in Design 3, whereas you don't in Design 2. And back to Design 1. There is no 3-point link on this one. But this one, as you've seen from the photograph, you can carry passengers if you have the capacity of 280. License plate, yes or no. So let's jump into the SIDEKICK and we'll take it for a quick test drive. So we'll start the engine. I like how that display comes on. That's really cool. Horn. Detail is superb again. Let's jump out. We've got the... Has this got indicators this time? Left indicator. It does. Right indicator. And on the front. Left indicator. Right indicator. There is no beacon, but you can fasten and unfasten the tension belts again with right back and right stick. Does that. And left back and right stick up and down opens the tailgate. It's even got the sound effects. That wasn't a thing in the previous game. Should we go for a test drive? Top speed of 40 miles per hour. I'm gonna do a DJ go ham here and roll it probably. There we go. It's still on 4 wheels. Oh, nearly crashed. It's so quick. Horn. That's amazing. That's really fast. And then we'll take a look. The next one as well there. Stop the engine. We'll get out. And then we'll jump into the 40W-H. Now, I thought when this DLC was announced, you'd be able to enter the vehicle and just sit in the back. But unfortunately, that's not the thing. So, start the engine. Left indicator. Right indicator. And on the front. Left indicator. Right indicator. Lights. Lights off. Has that got the dial? Oh, that's a good dial, that. Love that. Horn. Let's go. 24 miles per hour. This is amazing. You can just imagine on multiplayer, like, with all your friends. Horn. And horn again. We'll park it up. And that is the brand new ATVs in the Kubota DLC. And just before we go, I think there's one more thing that you need to see in this DLC, which is all of the clothing items that you get. So we're going to walk over to this bag. Let's have a look. Hey, it's me again. Under tops, sorry, we've got the orange Kubota t-shirt with the black logo, the orange hoodie with the black logo, the black hoodie with the white logo, the black the black coat / jacket with the grey logo, and the black and orange t-shirt with the white logo. So we'll quickly just wear that. And under hats, we've got the pink hat with the black logo, and the orange and black hat with the black logo as well. So there's some few extra clothing items that you get with the DLC. So we'll confirm that as well. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thanks guys for watching. I'm going to leave you with a quick message. Please, please, please don't forget to make sure you leave a modder 5 stars if you've enjoyed their mods, as it helps not just the modder, but it also helps the community as well. Everything you see there in front of you, including the flags, the sign, the fence, the barrels, the bag, and the weight are all mods, and they've all been left a 5-star review. So why not go ahead and check out my past streams by finding the Facebook page The Gaming Hedgehog on Facebook. Send me pictures of your farming adventures, or check out the latest mods and updates on Instagram at TGHedgehog, all lowercase. Tweet me on Twitter at TGHedgehog, capital T, capital G, capital H. And don't forget you can tune in to Twitch at TG_Hedgehog. And make sure that you give me a follow on there as well, so you get notified when I'm streaming. And of course right here on YouTube as well, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you get notified when my next video drops. But for now guys, that's everything from me. It's been an absolute pleasure to do another YouTube video for you. See y'all later. Bye.